everybody, it's me, Shantadra. I'm back with another video. So this one is actually going to be a little different than my other videos. This one I'm actually going to be going over some of the information that I actually know about my family tree. And I really want you guys to share this video because I'm really trying to find those missing links. So I'm going to be actually going over the information for my maternal great-grandparents. And so after them, I really have not been able to find any information on either one of these people. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. My maternal great-grandparents, they are Lard and Emma Hill. Lard was born in 1873, possibly in the Greenwood, South Carolina area. And he died in 1923 in Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay, so Emma, her maiden name is possibly Robinson. And where I got that from is on her death certificate. On her death certificate, it has her mother listed as Laura Robinson. So I'm not sure if, and with that, I'm not sure if that is Laura's maiden name or if that is her married name. Emma, she was born in about 1876, and she died in 1942 in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and she was born in South Carolina. So Lard and Emma, I'm not sure if I stated this, but Lard is spelled L-A-R-D. Lard and Emma had 9 kids. So the oldest was Johnny Griffin. It is either Johnny or it is first name John, middle initial E, last name Griffin. So I'm not sure if Griffin is Emma's maiden name or if she was previously married, but the oldest is Johnny Griffin. And so Johnny, he was born about 1894 and he died in 1965 in Washington, D.C. The next two are Leola and Jesse. Leola was born in 1895 and Jesse was born in 1897. So these are two that I absolutely have no information about. The last information that I was able to find on them was actually from the 1910 census, and that's when they were in Greenwood, South Carolina, with their parents. There is a family rumor. I'm not sure if it's Jesse or Leola, but there is a rumor that one or both of them, they were light enough to be able to pass. And passing, if you're not familiar with the term passing is where a black person, their complexion is light enough where they were able to pass as a white person. So there is the possibility that they were able to pass and that it was rumored that they went to California. So that is all the information I have about either Jesse or Leola or both of them. So their fourth child is Mary. And Mary is actually spelled like Marie, but it's pronounced Mary. And so Mary, she was born in 1902 and she died in 1941. Mary, she was actually married. She married a Robert Williams. Fifth child, which is Beulah, or as she was known as Aunt Sis. So Aunt Sis, she was born in 1904 and she died in 1996 in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and she was born in Greenwood. So their next son was Robert. Robert was or Uncle Bubba, or Bubba as he was called. He was born in 1907 and he died in 1945. Okay, so next there was the twins. The twins are Mary and Martha. Mary is actually my grandmother, my mother's mother. So Mary and Martha, they were born in 1910. Martha, she died in 1951. She died in New Jersey, but she was actually buried in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And then Mary, she was born in 1910. She actually married a Charles Smith, and then she died in 1972 in Paterson, New Jersey. Okay, so their ninth child, which is Elise. Elise was born in 1914 and she died in 1973 in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Okay, so with this, and one thing what I will say is I'm not sure. It was sometime between 1920 and 1930 when Emma moved to Fayetteville. One of the things that I do know, Lard died in 1923, so I don't know if they moved to the Greensboro area first and then moved to Fayetteville. But sometime between 1920 and 1930 is when they moved from Greenwood to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Um, and a couple other bits of information that I do have, or a couple other people. There was a cousin, Tom Hill. So Tom Hill, he lived in Fayetteville, North Carolina, or Cumberland County. My mom said he actually lived on a farm, the Fayetteville area. And she also said that she remembers that cousin Tom had a daughter. She thinks her name was Cynthia. It was possibly Kathy. Was living in Fayetteville and moved to Ohio. So that's pretty much all she knows about cousin Tom and Cynthia. And then there's also a cousin that was named Anna Kate, and that is Anna Kate. And so Anna Kate, I think she, from what I got from my mother, is that Anna Kate lived in Washington, D.C. So that is all the information I have about that particular branch. So I really don't have any information about Lard, or who his parents were, or if he had any siblings, or anything like that. And then the only thing I know about Emma is that her mother's name was Laura Robinson. So that's all the information that I have. So if you happen to have any links to any of these people, one of the things that I would really like for you to do is if you could please send an email. The email is for our family history at gmail.com. That is the number 4 and then our family history at gmail.com. Email any information that you could possibly have about any of these people, or to this particular email, because I really want us to try to work together to try to branch our family to branch our family together so that we can kind of get to know each other. So if you could please do that, I really appreciate that. If you could please share this video, email the link, or share it on Facebook or any other social media, I would really appreciate it. So again, that email is for our family history at Gmail, and I really thank you and appreciate you for watching if you got this far. So I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a blessed day.